yeah, on the act, why I think Abdi asked about this issue of engineers being separated from technologists through different acts of parliament. I think this was politics. Yeah, it was politics, and it was being pushed by people who did not take enough time to of the outcome, of the consequences of their action. I think Roy talked about protectionist measures, ring fencing and so forth. And I think that's what these people did when they were removing the technologies from being associated with the engineers. They thought that they were going to, the technologies were going to kind of dilute their tough. So they wanted it for themselves, and that's why those of us who were promoting the Engineers Act at that time decided to remove the technologists, and it became, I mean, it backfired because when they were rejected, they now operated as people who were rejected, and they went ahead and postponed theirs, and now engineers have realized their mistakes and they are now trying to bring them back, which is a good thing. I think all of us in the same industry should be together. So I hope they will accept and join with us. And this now also supports what Roy was saying, that instead of giving threats and thumping our chests that we are tough and we can do this and that, it always helps to talk, to collaborate with all these people so that we move together. You spend very little energy, but achieve a lot. But if you opt to fight, you spend a lot of energy and achieve almost nothing, just as Engineer Dai has confirmed. they went to court. They achieve nothing, but they spend a lot of money and resources and time and everything. So what helps is talking. We have to talk with everybody who is working in the same profession as ourselves and see how we can build each other. Now, these acts of parliament, even the Engineers Act, of course, it was being promoted by IEK. IEK was the driver of Engineers Act, but they relied on some lawyers. We have members of IEK who are advocates of the High Court, and I know one of them actually is the one who drafted the Engineers Act. Of course, the act itself was taken through a lot of reviews until it was eventually enacted. So there was a lot of input from engineers, but most of them were acting or participating from the position of, from a defensive position. And I think that's why we ended up with the act the way it did.